Picture this. You're sitting across from someone you've admired for a long time. The air is charged with possibility, and you can almost see the sparks flying, but something holds you back. You wonder if there are ways to connect deeper ways that go beyond words. What if I told you that mastering a few psychological tricks could completely transform your connection and make her see you in a whole new light? Imagine the confidence you'd feel knowing exactly how to capture her heart and mind. Stay with me because in the next few minutes we're going to uncover the secrets to winning her heart. Make sure to watch until the end, so you will master these tricks and can try them out yourself. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights and tips on mastering your inner game. Your support helps us grow and bring you more valuable content. Understanding the basic BS of psychological influence. Understanding psychological influence is not about manipulation, it's about creating genuine connections. Let's start with the basics. People are naturally drawn to those who understand and respect their emotions. The first trick is to master active listening. Picture this. You're in a conversation, and instead of planning your next sentence, you fully immerse yourself in what she's saying. Nod, maintain eye contact, and occasionally repeat what she said in your own words. This shows that you value her thoughts and feelings, making her feel seen and appreciated. Active listening goes beyond just hearing the words. It's about picking up on the emotions behind those words. Is she excited about something? Is she worried? By responding to these emotions, you show empathy and understanding. For example, if she talks about a stressful day at work, you could say, "That sounds really tough. How did you handle it?" This not only validates her feelings but also encourages her to open up more. Additionally, try to be mindful of nonverbal cues. Pay attention to her body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. These can provide valuable insights into her true feelings and thoughts, helping you respond more appropriately. For instance, if she crosses her arms, she might be feeling defensive or uncomfortable. Acknowledge this by gently steering the conversation to a topic she feels more at ease discussing. It's also important to create a comfortable environment for her to open up. Choose a setting where she feels safe and relaxed. This could be a quiet coffee shop or a serene park. The more at ease she feels, the more likely she is to share her true thoughts and emotions. Another aspect of active listening is to be present in the moment in our digital age. It's easy to get distracted by phones and other devices. Make a conscious effort to put away your phone and focus entirely on her. This simple act of giving her your undivided attention can make a huge difference in how valued and respected she feels. Active listening also involves summarizing what she has said to show that you understand. For example, "So what you're saying is," this technique helps ensure that you both are on the same page and that she feels heard. Remember, the goal of active listening is to make her feel understood and valued. It's not just about collecting information, but about building a deeper emotional connection. The power of mirroring. Now let's talk about mirroring. This is a powerful psychological technique where you subtly mimic the gestures, expressions, and body language of the person you're with. It creates a sense of harmony and mutual understanding. Imagine you're on a date, and she leans forward to tell you something exciting by leaning in slightly as well. You're non-verbally communicating that you're equally engaged and interested. This simple act can significantly deepen the connection. Mirroring can also be applied to verbal communication. Match her tone and pace of speaking. If she speaks softly and slowly, adjust your voice to be more soothing and deliberate. If she's animated and enthusiastic, show your excitement as well. This mirroring of energy helps build rapport and makes the conversation flow more naturally, but be careful not to overdo it. Mirroring should be subtle and natural, not forced or exaggerated. The goal is to create a sense of alignment and understanding, not to mimic her every move. Mirroring can come off as insincere or even creepy, so keep it light and natural. Another aspect of mirroring is to reflect her interests and passions. If she enjoys a particular hobby or activity, show genuine interest and engage in conversations about it. This doesn't mean you have to adopt all her interests, but showing that you value what she enjoys can strengthen your bond. In addition to body language and verbal cues, you can also mirror her emotional state. If she is excited, share in her enthusiasm. If she is sad or upset, show empathy and concern. By aligning with her emotions, You create a deeper sense of understanding and connection. One practical tip for effective mirroring is to practice active observation. Spend some time observing her natural gestures, expressions, and tone. This will help you mirror more naturally and effectively, creating a seamless connection. Mirroring can also extend to mirroring her values and attitudes. If you notice she values kindness, show acts of kindness. If she values honesty, be open and transparent. This alignment in values can deepen your connection. Further, mirroring isn't just about what you do during interactions, it also involves adjusting to her preference and communication style. Outside of direct interactions, if she prefers texting over calling, adapt to that. If she enjoys spontaneous plans over scheduled ones, try to accommodate her style. This flexibility shows that you respect her preferences and are willing to meet her where she is. Brief story interlude. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, Alex, once went on a date with someone he really liked. Throughout the evening, he mirrored her positive body language when she smiled. He smiled back when she laughed. He laughed. Along by the end of the night, she commented on how comfortable and connected she felt. They've been inseparable since. That's the power of mirroring. But mirroring isn't just about copying behavior. It's about creating a genuine connection. Alex didn't just mimic her. He engaged with her interests, shared similar values, and made her feel understood. This deeper level of connection is what truly makes mirroring effective. Using open-ended questions next. Let's explore the art of asking open-ended questions. These questions encourage more than a simple yes or no answer, prompting deeper conversation and revealing more about her personality and desires. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" try, "What was the highlight of your day?" This invites her to share more about her experiences and emotions, creating a richer dialogue. Open-ended questions can also help you uncover her values, interests, and dreams. Questions like, "What do you enjoy most about your work?" or "What's something you're passionate about?" can lead to more meaningful conversations as she shares more about herself. You gain a deeper understanding of who she is and what matters to her. Another effective approach is to ask follow-up questions based on her responses. This shows that you're genuinely interested in paying attention. For example, if she mentions a hobby, you could ask, "How did you get started with that?" or "What do you find most rewarding about it?" These questions encourage her to open up further and keep the conversation flowing. In addition to open-ended questions, consider using reflective questions. These are questions that reflect back what she has said, encouraging her to elaborate. For example, if she says, "I love painting," you might ask, "What do you love most about painting?" This not only shows that you're listening, but also helps her delve deeper into her own thoughts and feelings. Don't be afraid to share your own thoughts and experiences in response to her answers. This creates a more balanced and engaging conversation. For example, if she talks about a recent trip, you could share a similar travel experience and discuss what you both enjoyed or learned from it. Another useful technique is to ask hypothetical questions that encourage her to think creatively and share her opinions. For instance, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Or if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be? These questions can lead to fascinating discussions and reveal more about her personality and aspirations. Also consider asking questions about her future goals and dreams. Questions like, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" or "What are some of your biggest ambitions?" can provide insights into her long-term plans and what she values most in life. A great way to make your questions more engaging is to relate them to shared experiences or interests. For example, if you both enjoy outdoor activities, you might ask, "What's the most memorable hike you've ever been on?" This not only keeps the conversation relevant, but also allows you to bond over common interests when asking open-ended questions. Be attentive to her responses and encourage her to expand. Use phrases like, "Tell me more about that," or "What was that experience like for you?" This shows that you are genuinely interested in her perspective and eager to learn more about her building. Emotional connection through storytelling is another incredible tool. By sharing your own stories, you create a bond through shared experiences and emotions. Picture this: you're talking about a memorable trip you took as you describe the sights, sounds, and feelings. She starts to visualize it with you, feeling a part of your adventure. This not only makes your conversation more engaging, but also helps her see a more personal, relatable side of you when telling a story. Focus on the emotions and sensory details instead of just saying, "I went to the beach." Describe the warmth of the sun on your skin and the sound of the waves crashing and the feeling of sand between your toes. This helps her immerse herself in your experience and feel more connected to you. Also share stories that highlight your values and character. Talk about moments of kindness, courage, or perseverance. These stories not only make you more relatable but also demonstrate your qualities and what you stand for. It's also beneficial to share stories that reflect common interests or experiences. If you both love hiking, share a story about a challenging but rewarding hike you undertook. This not only creates a connection, but also provides an opportunity for her to share her own similar experiences. Additionally, be mindful of her reactions while you're storytelling if she seems particularly interested or amused. Take note and steer the conversation in that direction. This responsiveness shows that you're attuned to her and value her engagement when sharing stories. Try to include moments of vulnerability. Talking about challenges you faced and how you overcame them can make you more relatable and build trust. For example, sharing a story about a difficult decision you had to make and what you learned from it can open up deeper conversations about values and life experiences. Another technique is to use metaphors and analogies in your storytelling. These can help illustrate complex ideas in a more relatable and engaging way. For instance, if you're discussing a life lesson, you could compare it to a journey or adventure, making it more vivid and memorable. Remember to encourage her to share her own stories as well. Show genuine interest and ask follow-up questions to delve deeper into her experiences. This not only keeps the conversation balanced, but also helps you understand her better. Use your stories to also bring humor into the conversation. Sharing funny anecdotes can lighten the mood and make your time together more enjoyable. Laughter is a powerful bonding tool and can help create positive memories. Another important aspect of storytelling is to relate your stories to her in interests. If she loves music, share a story about a memorable concert you attended. If she's into cooking, talk about a cooking disaster that turned into a funny experience. Tailoring your stories to her interests shows that you are paying attention to what she enjoys. The role of compliments and positive reinforcement. Never underestimate the power of genuine compliments and positive reinforcement. Compliments should be sincere and specific, instead of a generic "you look nice." Say something like, "That color really brings out your eyes." It shows that you pay attention to details and appreciate her individuality. Positive reinforcement. Acknowledging and appreciating her efforts and achievements also plays a crucial role in building a strong emotional connection. Compliments are most effective when they are personalized and tied to her unique qualities or actions. For example, if she shares a story about helping a friend, you could say, "It's really admirable how you always make time to support your friends." This not only makes her feel good, but also reinforces positive behaviors and traits. Positive reinforcement can also be subtle. Simple gestures like noting, smiling, or expressing agreement can encourage her to share more by creating a positive and supportive environment. You make her feel valued and appreciated. Another important aspect of compliments is timing. Compliment her in the moment when she least expects it. This spontaneous praise feels more genuine and impactful. For instance, if she expresses a thoughtful opinion during a discussion, acknowledge it right away with a compliment like, "That's a really insightful perspective." Remember to balance your compliments. While it's great to praise her looks, also focus on her personality, intelligence, and actions. This holistic approach shows that you appreciate her as a whole person, not just her appearance. Positive reinforcement can also come in the form of celebrating her achievements and milestones. Whether it's a professional success, a personal goal she's achieved, or even a small victory, and celebrating these moments together can strengthen your bond. Don't forget to express gratitude as well. Thank her for her time, her company, and the positive impact she has on your life. Gratitude not only makes her feel appreciated but also reinforces the positive aspects of your relationship in addition to verbal compliments. Consider using non-verbal compliments such as thoughtful gestures. For example, if she mentions she's had a long day, surprise her with her favorite treat or a relaxing activity. These small, considerate actions can speak volumes and show that you're attentive to her needs. Also use compliments to build her confidence, encourage her in her pursuits, and let her know you believe in her abilities. For instance, if she's nervous about a presentation, Say, I know you'll do great. You always handle these situations with such poise. This support can make a big difference in how she feels about herself and your relationship. The importance of patience and authenticity. Patience and authenticity are essential, genuine connections. Take time to develop, and rushing the process can often backfire. Be patient, be yourself, and let the relationship evolve naturally. Authenticity means showing your true self, including your vulnerabilities and strengths. This openness fosters trust and encourages her to be authentic as well. Authenticity is about being real and honest. Share your true thoughts and feelings even if they are not always perfect. This vulnerability can create a deeper connection, as it shows that you are human and relatable. For example, if you had a tough day, instead of putting on a brave face, you could say, "Today was challenging, but I'm glad we get to spend time together." This honesty can make her feel more comfortable sharing her own struggles and feelings. Patience is also crucial. Relationships develop at their own pace, and trying to rush things can lead to misunderstandings or push her away. Give her space and time to open up and let the relationship grow organically. Remember, the goal is to build a strong, lasting connection, not to achieve immediate results. Another key aspect of authenticity is consistency. Your words and actions should align. If you promise to do something, follow through. This builds trust and reliability. If you're consistent in your behavior, she'll feel more secure and confident in the relationship. Patience also involves being understanding and supportive if she needs time to herself or is dealing with something challenging. Be there for her without pressuring her. Show that you respect her pace and needs, which in turn will strengthen your bond. Being patient also means being comfortable with silence. Not every moment needs to be filled with conversation. Sometimes just being together quietly can be very comforting and can deepen your connection. It shows that you enjoy her presence and that you don't always need words to communicate. Authenticity also means being open about your intentions and feelings. If you like her, let her know in a sincere and respectful way. This honesty can pave the way for a more genuine and transparent relationship. Finally, practice self-awareness. Understand your own emotions and motivations and be honest about them. This self-awareness can help you communicate more effectively and authentically with her. Another aspect of patience is recognizing that building trust takes time. Trust is earned through consistent actions and reliability. Be patient and allow trust to develop naturally as you show up consistently. For her, authenticity also involves being willing to admit when you're wrong and taking responsibility for your actions. If you make a mistake, apologize sincerely and discuss how you can improve. This humility and willingness to grow can strengthen your bond and show her that you're committed to being the best version of yourself. Short story interlude. Think of it this way. Imagine a garden. You plant seeds and nurture them, knowing that it takes time for them to grow. The same applies to relationships. By being patient and authentic, you allow the connection to blossom naturally, leading to a deeper, more meaningful bond. A friend of mine once shared a story about his relationship. He met someone he really liked, but instead of rushing things, he took his time to get to know her. They spent months building a strong friendship, sharing stories and supporting each other over time. This foundation of trust and understanding grew into a deep, loving relationship. Patience and authenticity were the keys to their success. In another story, a couple I know faced a challenging period early in their relationship. Instead of giving up, they communicated openly about their fears and expectations. This honesty and patience allowed them to work through their issues and come out stronger on the other side. Today, they share a deep and resilient bond built on a foundation of authenticity and mutual respect. I also remember a colleague who started a relationship with someone who had been hurt before and was hesitant to trust again. Through patience, understanding, and consistent actions, he slowly earned her trust. They built a relationship based on mutual respect and genuine care, proving that patience and authenticity can overcome even the deepest fears. Closing section. Recap and final encouragement. To recap, mastering the art of psychological tricks to win her heart involves active listening, mirroring, asking open-ended questions, storytelling, giving genuine compliments, and being patient and authentic. These techniques are not about manipulation, but about creating genuine, deep connections. Remember, the goal is to build a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. By applying these techniques thoughtfully and sincerely, you can create a strong emotional bond that stands the test of time. It's important to remember that each person is unique. What works for one person might not work for another. Pay attention to her individual cues and responses, and be flexible in your approach. The more you understand her as an individual, the better you can connect with her on a deeper level. Finally, keep in mind that building a meaningful relationship takes effort and dedication. Be willing to put in the time and energy to truly understand and appreciate her. The rewards of a deep, loving connection are well worth the investment. Also, continuously work on improving yourself. Personal growth and self-awareness can enhance your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. Show her that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself, and encourage her to do the same. Final call to action. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Your support helps our community grow and allows us to continue bringing you valuable content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay stoic and keep building those meaningful connections.